Yeah, what's going on, guys? Today we're bringing you what deck today?
This is my Mermail deck. This is the monsters. Triple Abyss Megalo. He's the main monster in the deck. He discards 2 water monsters to summon himself, which gets their effects off. That is the cost, along with revealing him. So everything in here is really cost based, so it's not really a problem if your opponent negates it. So that's a good thing about this deck. And when he's summoned, he has your Abyss spell trap. Also, he has that really cool effect that you can tribute an attack twice, so that usually gets most of your plays off, especially for OTK. 2 Abyss tiers. Running 3 can be quite inconsistent, so running 2 is a good amount. Now, it's kind of bad to draw into like 2 of them. 1's alright, but still it can be pretty inconsistent if you have too many of these. So 2 is a good amount, and he searches for 4 low mermails. Then 2 pike. Some people run 1 pike. 2 pike's actually quite cool because first of the level 4s, which always helps for rank 4 players, which is very good in this deck. And also their effect's quite good if you run quite a few level 3 targets, which this deck does. So yeah, I like running 2. Let's see, 2 guns. One of the level 3 targets, and also her effect is when she's discarded, she can special summon a Mermail monster from the grave. That means you can summon any one of these pretty much back, but most of the time it's Megalos she targets. Sometimes pikes, but that doesn't happen often. Then Abyss Lind. Her effect is when she's destroyed by battle, by card effect I believe. She can special summon a Mermail from your deck. So you can use Sphere, which has always been the combo, and then summon her out. So it's usually been 1 Sphere, 1 Lind. That's just how it usually works now. 2 Dragoons. Because he's semi-limited, so of course you're going to run 2. He's your searcher when... He's like any land team, when they use pretty much as like the cost for stuff. They let their effects go off. He adds Sea Serpents, so he's the key one. So you can have Megalos, Monoglacier, so many different things. And then 2 Marksmen. He pops back row with set cards, so it can be back row or set monster, but most of the time it's going to go for back row, so that's why he's really useful. And also level 3 target, which is good for pike. Then Triple Nectibus. He has like repaired the deck. Like the deck was quite good and all, but he like, when you normal summon him or you open up with him first turn, it's like an instant OTK. Unless your opponent has like Solemn Warning, Solemn Strike, and just has everything. But you can usually get over that stuff kind of easy though, because everything still reacts. So when you get all your chain links off, your opponent can't really do much. So he lets you send as a cost, and then he adds. So he's really key to deck. You want to run 3 of him and get him out as quickly as possible. Triple Heavy Infantry. He pops face-up cards, and well, he's good removal. He's good for hitting pendulum scales. So he's good for hitting anything, to be honest. So running 3 is a good amount, to be honest. Double Gamseal. It's a Kaiju. Everyone wants to use Kaijus, especially in this format with Cosmo, Monarch. So 2 Gamseals is really good, and they're water type, so it kind of goes with the deck. So I like running 2 of them. 1 Monoglacier. This is good, only at 1 though. He has to summon him by having exactly 5 war monsters in grave, which is quite easy actually in this deck. Takes a little thought though, but the whole deck does. When he's summoned, he discards 2 cards from your opponent's hand. So if you do this first turn, you neg them, and most time you win when you do that, because you neg them so much they can't really play. And 1 Deep Sea Diva. She helps you get Neptunes out pretty quickly, and then she gives you synchro plays with them. She's a tuner, so lets you go for Tatsunoko, which is a really good synchro, especially for this deck. Lets you use your hand to synchro summon, so you can usually go for like Trishalas and stuff. So it's really useful in this deck. Double Twin Twister helps you get removal back. Also, putting stuff in grave in this deck is actually pretty good. So Twin Twister is a lot better than MST could be for this deck especially. Sometimes MST is better than Twin Twister, but that's only in some decks. Double Chalice. This is good for negating effects. So if there's like an effect you can negate, it's really useful to do that. So let's say your opponent has like a Majesty Fiend or something. You want a Forbidden Chalice so you can actually play, because when Majesty Fiend's on board this deck, it just does nothing. But that's why you need something to stop your opponent's monster effects. Triple instant. Yeah, there's only one Norden in here, but you need 3 because you need to open up this as quickly as possible to get your OTK plays off. So it's a very, very key card in this deck. 1 Biscale. This one negates trap effects. People use spell, trap, or monster. The monster one doesn't actually get used, which I don't know why. Yeah, and then so you can negate traps. I guess it's more useful if you want to OTK pretty quickly, so you can negate the traps so they get to use drowning. So it's quite useful. I think it's probably, I don't know if it's better than the spell one, but it's definitely, I think, just as good sometimes. 1 Regeki, staple, 1 Soldiers. This is good for recovery plays. Not a lot of people run this anymore, but I still think it's really good. But yeah, it's personal preference, I guess. 1 Salvage, it's a staple. 1 for 1, you use it to send a monster from your hand to the grave, which is always good. To summon a Neptibus. And also doesn't use a normal summon up, so it pretty much gives you pluses. Upstart, because your deck is like an OTK deck. Yeah, it's alright. Would you shut up? And it doesn't really matter they gain a K, because you can do like 20,000 this deck if you put enough thought in it. Abyssphere. As I said before, you use this with Lind, but you can also occasionally summon Megalos if you need to be, but otherwise it's not too good. 1 Solemn Warning. This is just to slow your opponent down, otherwise, yeah, it's pretty decent. 1 Breakthrough Skill. Yeah, I'm not so sure about the 1 Breakthrough Skill. It's good. It does slow your opponent down, and I think it's kind of useful in some situations. It's just a bit like Forbidden Chalice. I guess your opponent doesn't expect it, so yeah, I think it's alright, especially just at 1. Then that's the main deck. The extra deck has 1 Dweller, staple, 1 Castel, staple, 1/1. Hope it's a water monster, so it works really well with this deck. Big Eye to rob your opponent's monster. Drake Sack, defensive plays. This guy's he's a Mermail XE, so it makes sense to run him anyway. And then and then 1 Flare Metal. He's good for burning your opponent down. Oh no. Yeah. Sorry, 1 Norden just got a little gremlin next to me, won't shut up.
Hey!
Pretty much this opens up all your plays for OTKing, especially for getting Hope Woven and Abyss Dweller out. That, especially using with Dragoons, because then Dragoons get its effect when you attach with Dweller. 1 Tatsunoko, the monster I was talking about before, is so good. When you sync with someone using Diva and Neptibus, this just gives you so many plays to do. 1 Herald. I like Herald. His effect to send anything that goes to grave is banished is pretty bad for this sort of situation, especially with this deck. But the negation effect is all you really use. So you summon him, and you pretty much just end here, and then you use him to negate stuff. 1 Black Rose, because it's removal power, I guess. Not very many people use it anymore, but I like it quite a lot. It helps pop anything that might get in your way. 1 Gongnir, he's probably better choice to go in instead of Black Rose. They get the effect when you discard them, and he pops stuff. So I think he's pretty key. Every Mermail player wants to use him. Then on Trishula, of course you want to use Trish. He's a water, he's a dragon, and he banishes stuff, so he gets over many cards which say you can't be targeted. So especially with Tatsunoko, you can go into him really easily. And then 1 Leo. I really like Leo, especially when you go against Magispector, because they do kind of struggle to get over him. But yeah, it's pretty easy game to do with Tatsunoko. Tatsunoko pretty much opens up all of this really easily. You just summon Tatsunoko and then synchro summon for Black Rose or Gongnir by using like Pipe or something in your hands. Or Neptibus if you want to just go into this. Or like a Gund and something else to go into Trish. Or just like a single Megalo if you want to go into Leo. So yeah, that's the average deck on the main deck, so that's the Mermail deck for now.
Okay, please like, comment and subscribe.